Hey, Wooly,
Okay.
is that Baldur's Gate patch on the news?
No.
Okay, so it's actually vitally important. So Baldur's Gate 3 got a patch this past week called Patch 5. Do you know what Patch 5 added?
A new playable character?
Nope. It added the Citadel DLC to Baldur's Gate 3.
Huh.
It added a playable epilogue where all the surviving characters show up 6 months after the end of the game and have a big party. And you ask how everyone's been, and you figure out the long-term ramifications of every single character in the game's quest line. And you get letters from every surviving character you ever spoke to.
Whoa.
There are permutations if you are dead. There are permutations for if other characters are dead. How did they finish their storylines? Did they die off screen because you weren't good enough to them when they tried to do the storyline you told them not to do? Um,
Wow. And
they, they,
and can this be will this update can it work if you're already in the middle of your playthrough?
yeah,
Okay.
oh yeah. They included fucking memes from the actors. They have Jennifer English reciting GIF poetry and saying, okay, I'm God's favorite princess. Sorry, I'm a hater and a gatekeeper, but I'm God's favorite princess and the most interesting girl in the world. They've got a sequel hook in it.
Wow.
They have the canonization of the death of the imp named Bing Bong from the fucking Twitch D&D campaign the actors did 2 months ago.
Oh, so it's really just Citadel. Memes included, character
So
wrap-ups.
it's not as long. It's like half an hour depending.
Uh-huh.
But it does account for every permutation.
Holy shit. Okay.
Like
I didn't
Dirge has one in which they're a ghost if you kill yourself at the end of the game. Like,
So
like even that level of permutation.
that's the other thing too is I guess I also don't know how much of an open road the main story is in this game either, because I kind of assume that major plot points have to occur, therefore everyone still has a story that kind of resembles each other, you know what I mean? Like
No.
it's that open-ended. Your whole party.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Like a couple companions get like long endings associated with them. Because the original endings for these companions weren't like, in depth enough. So let's actually follow, like, have the camera follow outside of the party to whatever the fuck they happen to be at.
Damn. So what Mass Effect wanted to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is what this
And
sounds
also
like.
they have made it so that, are you familiar with Minthara?
No.
Okay, so Minthara is a drow lady who's a paladin of vengeance who's hanging out with the goblins, right? She's part of that whole thing. And it's been a annoyance for players because the only way to get her as a party member is to kill all the tieflings in the Druid Grove. Like, she is your designated evil party member, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they finally made it so that you don't have to do that. You can actually just not kill her and get her as a party member later.
Okay. Because I heard something about new character, but I guess it's not so much new character. It's more like
No, it's most people are able to now get a character that was there.
right, more reasonable. Or
You can fix her.
Okay.
You just got to knock her out a little bit.
I mean, that being, I don't know, but like it, I'm not against the idea of like this game has so many different things you can do that here's a path you can go down that leads to an exclusive party member.
So,
Like, that's kind of cool, admittedly.
Okay,
It's nice to be able to have access to it in a less insane way. But I don't hate the idea of like, no, you can do this, but you got to do this, you know?
Do you know what one of the big reasons for Minthara becoming playable is that people figured out how to do it. So this character only joins up with you if you kill all the tieflings and kill all the druids and help the goblins, right? Mm-hmm. Well, people figured out, well, if you knock this bitch out, but then turn her into a sheep and then speed run to the area in which she is in Act 2 and then break the sheep out of jail.
Oh, God.
Right? And then do all this convoluted shit.
Oh, my God.
It's called the sheep heist in order to get her. And if you do all this sequence breaking nonsense, then the character joins your party normally and nothing else breaks.
Nothing else.
The game continues as normal. Okay. So people were already doing that nonsense. Okay. So they just codified it.
Well, now we have to solve the problem. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That makes more sense then. Gotcha. Okay.
And I don't know if you have any more BG3 streams left in you, Woolie, but the biggest change of happiness to everyone is one of the smallest. They have made it so that when you go to camp and you go to your party's inventory, the whole party is right on that screen, including the people not in your active party.
Yay. Yeah. So we didn't run into any of that shit on camera, but off camera, I did some foldering and very quickly learned, well, two things. One, playing with the controller versus the mouse and keyboard. The game fucking wants you to use a mouse and keyboard. It's made for that. Yeah. That's just what it is. It's clear. But two, the inventory split across the party shit is just
you can now also, when you highlight an item, you can send it to any party member, including ones back at camp.
Fantastic.
Okay. They also changed how the radial wheel works on controller. Now, when you hit R1, it goes all the way to the left, so you can hit R1 to cycle from left to right. Mm-hmm. And when you hit L1, it goes all the way to the right, so you can hit L1 to circle from right to left. Which means now you can put things on the far left one and the far right one, and they do each other's things.
Nice. Okay.
You can now hold left on the D-pad to switch from range to melee.
Okay. Good quality.
And honor mode has been added to the game. Honor mode is Iron Man mode on Tactician, but it has three things about it that are different. One, so I don't know if you got far enough or into it. There's some weird stuff in BG3, like Paladin and Warlock's extra attacks, like counting. So normally a Paladin Warlock multiclass in D&D should not be able to get 3 attacks per round. But because of the way the system works, Baldur's Gate 3 allows it, right?
Okay.
And there's also a bug that people are using called damage riders, where say you throw a magic missile and it's like 5 hits, and then you have a ring that is like any enemy that gets hit while illuminated gets 2 extra points of damage. Mm-hmm. So now every magic missile hit is times 2.
Yeah.
But the extra 2 points of damage is counting as a source. So if you throw something that goes, it does more damage per hit, the extra 2 also counts as a separate hit. So they all just multiply on each other.
Oh, you break it. Yeah. Okay.
All that shit is now fixed, but only in honor mode. All those busted things in your favor are all fixed in honor mode.
If you want it hard. Yeah. Okay.
Which is Tactician, which is the Tactician difficulty, but Iron Man. And they have given every boss in the game legendary actions from tabletop, which means bosses will be... so the owlbear summons a second owlbear in the middle of the fight.
Fuck. Okay.
It means the if people know who I'm talking about, the Inquisitor at the monastery summons 2 summon swords as the priest spell where they have the magic weapon.
The floating weapon.
They summon 2 of those swords per turn infinitely. During the entire fight.
Okay, so that's well. So the idea, of course, is breaking the game is fun. Let people break the game unless you want to play on the serious, okay, no nonsense, fuck you mode. In which
And
case you
then,
can't do that
as a
anymore.
bonus, if you
Right.
know how to bust the game wide open, they're throwing you up against bosses, and the bosses go, "Hey, guess what? Legendary action. You don't know how to deal with this. Full party wipe. Save is over." So you
Mm.
can continue playing Honor mode with regular saves in non-Iron Man mode, but
Wait.
if you do beat
Save
Honor mode,
save
hmm?
is over, as in.
So when you go to play when you play Honor mode, you have one save file, and it is an auto save file or a quick save, but you have one.
Okay,
Okay, and the instant you full party wipe,
it's gone.
Honor mode is over.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Now you can continue,
Fuck.
so you can continue to keep
Permadeath.
playing, but it will disable it will disable all the save conditions.
Interesting. You switch back to normal mode.
Yeah, the harder version of the difficulty.
Fuck
But
me. Wow, that's cool. Okay.
but
Okay.
if you beat Honor mode legitimately, you will earn a golden D20 skin for use in the game.
Wow.
A
What a
D20 made out
smart
of
way to do
solid
that.
gold.
That's cool. So permadeath, but not really, but like pride permadeath.
But you're doing
Yeah,
it
yeah,
for the
yeah,
fucking,
yeah, yeah.
you're
Pride
doing it for the
permadeath.
gold D20, man.
You can still continue that
Um
save if you want to, but you're not gonna get the thing you wanted.
um so
That's
now
cool.
that now the game has Explorer, Balance, Tactician, Honor mode, but I died and kept going. Honor mode for realsies. And custom mode. Custom mode is do you want player health to be like Explorer but enemy aggression to be like Tactician? Do you want short do you want short
Toggles.
rests to fully heal you? Do you want legendary actions on in balanced mode?
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, difficulty toggles. Hell yeah.
Yeah, on every version of the toggles they can go.
Wow.
So yeah,
What a fucking
big
good
patch.
update.
Big
What an
This
update.
would be an expansion, man.
That's insane. Holy shit. Not even but like not new content, just
No,
well,
there
okay,
is
no, right, no, like the Citadel stuff, right? But like just, but the quality of life shit that you, going back over everything there, like, yeah, that's incredible stuff. And again,
Hey, here's a toggle in custom mode. You want to hear it? Failed perception rolls do not appear. Like if you
so
fail
you
a
don't
perception
even
roll,
know when you
won't
failed
see the thing go
something.
over your head. You'll just go, oh.
Yeah. Okay. Because yeah, those moments are always like, God damn it, fuck, what
All
did we
right.
miss?
They
Yeah.
also bizarrely not in the patch notes. The game has dick physics now. Specifically dick physics.
Naturally. Okay.
They also, what was the last one? There was one more that I wanted. There's so much in this fucking thing.
Pen and paper mode? What's that?
What's that?
Pen and paper mode?
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
But yeah, no, this is like the definitive edition. Just oh, okay. So I don't know if you know this, but when the game came out, there was a kerfuffle because if you were playing a tiny character and tried to kiss Karlach, she would kiss the fucking air above your head because they didn't make the rigging right. So then they changed it so that Karlach bends down to give a kiss,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But then in patch 3 or 4, I can't remember which one, they broke Astarion's kiss animation. It went from the love one to the kiss on like the little right. So they are now going back and redoing all the kissing animations for every character, including Astarion having specific animations for gnomes, just gnomes, because he hates them and he's racist to gnomes.
Oh, hell yeah. There you go. So you get a little bit of revulsion perhaps in the
No, he bends he like gets on a knee and he's like, "Oh, come here, tiny person."
I love it. That's great.
It is this like the comparison to
Always.
Mass Effect 3 is so obvious. These would have been DLCs. In fact, they were. Some of these things would never have gotten fixed. Other things they would have been $15. No, this is patch 5. Just patch.
That's fucking incredible. I'm reminded of when Alex lands his charged flash chop on roll in Tatsunoko, and he like bends down and just does little child
You
chop.
didn't have to do that.
little child chest chops, just to hit roll in the chest too. Everyone gets chest slapped. Yeah, very good, very good.
It's
What's it called? What's the update called?
patch 5.
Oh, you said patch 5. Yeah, okay.
It's just that it's
Damn.
literally just like patch 5's the biggest one so far. Okay. Like
Yeah.
like do you remember the insane nonsense around the Mass Effect ending and the Fallout 3 ending, where everyone was like, "Oh, it's the worst ending ever. It sucks." And then they're like, "Fine, we'll change it, and you give you $10. Give me $10. I'll give you a better one." Right? For Baldur's Gate 3, people were like, "Oh, it kind of ends a little suddenly. I wish there was more of an epilogue." And they're like, "Okay, get the actors back in the studio. Let's record a couple thousand more lines of dialogue."
Man. And to just call it the latest patch, right? Meanwhile, we're in the same world somewhere else. There's a game called Overwatch 2. You know, for this to just be called a patch, and then yeah. That's incredible. That's fucking incredible. Wow. And it doesn't and again, all of this updates, and you don't have to worry about I don't have to worry about save files.
Yeah, so there is a known freak in the chat right now, who I make fun of constantly, named New Millennium. I don't know if you've seen them in your chat.
Don't think so.
Beaten the game 17 times, or by now, some shit like that. Just like every time I'd stream the game, I'd be like, How many you done, Will?" And he's like, "Did another Dirge playthrough." I'm like, "Holy shit." So when this patch happened and I did a stream later that day, I'm like, "Is New Millennium in here? Can you tell me if your old save files work?" And they're like, "Yeah, I kept all my pre-final boss saves from every run, and they all worked."
Man. Like that early access curse, you know, being defeated in some ways with this type of thing. That's incredible. That's fucking great, man. Okay.
So I those are the big deals, but there are the things are one of the, you know, those patch notes that you click on sometimes, and they're like, "We have to host them on our company website."
Yeah.
Because it breaks the Steam page when we try and post the whole update.
You're scrolling forever.
It's just pages and pages and pages and pages of changes and updates and improvements. It's like like I would have said Baldur's Gate 3 was the game of the year 2 weeks ago. And then they do this shit on top of it.
I mean, I was also like I feel like I was just talking to Reggie about how like we're like, "Oh yeah, the Phantom Liberty sounds like a really good patch, you know, really good update, new content stuff, and like they did a good job, like, you know, pulling that game up, and apparently it's in like a state now that everyone's enjoying, plus the new shit's really good." That's it. Min's playing through, he was telling me about it. That's it. And like Baldur's Gate is now just entering the foray and doing their own version of it, and that sounds fucking incredible, man. That's kind of, it's unfair because now once again everything has to get compared. You know?
Yeah.
Everything now has to get compared. Yeah.